G'day all and welcome back to another video. And this is an impromptu video. I don't know how to discuss this, but there's some young tomatoes we've got. So it's been brought to my attention that a new tomato disease has been introduced into Australia. Now, I don't know how it got here, because Australia is supposed to have top-notch biosecurity when it comes to anything. We've always had the best biosecurity out, and all of a sudden, over the last few years, our biosecurity has become pretty fucking piss poor, if you ask me. Some more tomatoes that I've grown. But the topic of today's video is the fact that a disease called brown rugose disease has gotten into Australia and into our tomatoes. And I don't know how to bring this to you. It's just impromptu and everything. I'll insert some facts in here so that everyone knows, but apparently this disease has been... I'll show you some videos of my own homegrown tomatoes while I'm doing this. They're all homegrown, seeded and everything ourselves. But the fact of the matter is, the commercial growers have imported contaminated seeds that our biosecurity agencies have missed. So now we have this brown rugose disease in the country that is affecting our tomatoes. Now, it's more of a commercial thing than anything, but it's concerning nonetheless. Although the disease that's imported into the country doesn't actually affect humans, so we've heard this before, with the tomato growing. It's more the fact that it affects the appearance of the tomatoes and possibly the yield. So this video is more to show you that you should be growing your own tomatoes. And when it comes to tomatoes, like I've been a tomato grower for over 30 years, and harvest your own seeds and regrow them. And you know that they're not going to be contaminated. This globalization path that we're walking down is pretty, I don't know, you can grow your own seeds. I grow my own tomatoes every year. I harvest my own seed. If I don't harvest my own seed, I get them from reputable seed sellers such as Diggers Club. I'm a member of Diggers Club. I've been the members of a Diggers Club for years. And I grow heirlooms and other seeds that they provide, that they've tested and everything. So apparently this rugose disease, it affects your yields, it affects the appearance of tomatoes, and personally, I don't know if this is another attempt to demise another industry within Australia. But the fact of the matter is, I'll put some videos in here to support my claims, and they're from the ABC, and I'm just taking you for a walk down my tomato alley at the moment. And yeah, I don't know where we're heading with this, but here's a couple of inserts from ABC reports.
State governments have reacted swiftly out of fear of potential spread. Tasmania and New South Wales have put restrictions on the importation of tomatoes from the 3 affected properties. Queensland and Western Australia have taken the drastic step of banning all tomatoes from South Australia.
So look, they've taken a real, risk-averse approach, and I guess that's understandable. At the moment, we've not had it in Australia before, and so it's in the interests of all growers across the country that if it can be eradicated, that it is.
The virus has been traced back to seeds imported in May this year that were sold to growers. The Federal Agriculture Department says they came with certifications they had tested negative overseas for the tomato brown rugose virus.
We are very much reliant on the honesty of the providers overseas.
One other grower and a nursery in the region have also had plants test positive. South Australia's Primary Industries Department wants the virus eradicated.
So tomato brown rugose virus poses no threats to human health. That's really important. So the tomatoes are fine to eat. What it does do is affect the appearance, it makes them mottled and so on. But what it also does in terms of the industry is potentially reduces the yield of tomatoes by up to 75%.
The virus was first detected in the Middle East in 2014 and has since been reported in Europe, China, Mexico and the USA. It also affects capsicums and chilies.
So, yeah, make of that what you will. But like I said, I've been growing tomatoes for over 30 years. Anyone who's known me and knows me well knows that I have always had tomatoes at the very minimum. I have grown them for the last 30 years. Whether we lived out in a rural area, a city area, we lived in a flat in Melbourne and I grew tomatoes on the balcony. I've always grown tomatoes since I was about 15 and I'm now 50. Right? And that's an absolute fact. There's no denying that, and you know, there's no arguing that. But the fact of the matter is, I've always advocated grow your own veggies, mate. Grow your own veggies. We've got some eggplant and capsicum under the tunnel there. Grow your own veggies. Save the seed and grow them again. And I can show you inside where I grow seeds in my lounge room over winter to crack them ready. And we cracked them way too early. Don't worry about that. But when we put them in, they're more than ready to go in. But it just amazes me that Australian biosecurity, look, there's some seedlings that just self-seeded, and we actually captured them and put them in a pot. But it absolutely amazed me how this country, as long as I can remember, has always had some of the greatest biosecurity rules. We tried to import some seeds from overseas, and 9 out of 10 of them didn't come in, which is fine. I have no problem with that. If our biosecurity wants to block us from buying those seeds from overseas, then they're doing their job. That is what they could consider to be a threat to this country. And that's fine. We wanted to get some sort of purple tomato and some sort of apparently black rose, whatever it was we found. And we wanted to try it. And they got it in the country. And we didn't get it in. And they stopped it. And that's fine. No problem in the world. Also, having said that, some of our greatest strains of vegetables came from immigrants who came into this country and brought seeds with them. And they haven't actually turned out to be a biosecurity issue. But with this strain of rugose virus, brown rugose virus, I don't think it affects us as the local grower. It's more a commercial thing because people don't save their own seeds. I have posted videos previously about the shocking conditions that people in, say, India and other third world nations, I don't like to say that, but cheaper nations who have 12 and 14-year-old kids harvesting seeds for probably $3 an hour, for these massive conglomerates who sell a kilo of seeds for up to 400,000 euros a kilo. You know, that's more than a house. But that's for another video, and if you don't believe me, I can post it here. You can ask me. But that's big business, mate. And now for our biosecurity agencies to not do their job. They've got one job, mate. And the biosecurity on an island, their job is to stop shit coming into this country. Anything that's a biosecurity issue within this country is something else altogether, you know? That's something else altogether. But when it comes down to stuff coming from overseas and within our borders, they should be on top of that. And as a beekeeper, I'm talking about the varroa mite virus outbreak. You know, they're stopping that, and they should be stopping that, but they're not. And it's just seemed since what, about the last 10 years, 2015, 16, stuff started to happen, and all of a sudden we're getting these biosecurity issues coming into the country. So what is it? Is it deliberate, or is it incompetence? Are people not doing their job properly? What's going on? Because since forever, I can remember, Australia has been absolutely brilliant at biosecurity. But all of a sudden, in this era of viruses and all this crap, Australia have become crap at biosecurity, and I don't know what to say about that. I really don't. But yeah, this is just actually a video about tomatoes, and the best tomatoes you get. All these tomatoes that you see here in this tomato alley that I have shown you here in this video, every single one of these have been struck from seed. They've been struck from seed that we've saved, or they've come from the Diggers Club. And I think there may be one other tomato company, seed company, that Christie may buy some seeds from, but they're all Australian. And you know, you've just got to be on the ball. It's not hard. It's not hard. And it frustrates me to all hell to realise how simple things are, you know. And I don't know. It just, like I said, I'm frustrated. I don't know where I'm going with this video, but I've got to speak out. Is this another thing like bird flu? Is this another thing like other viruses that are coming into the country? Other things, you know? And yeah, so I'll probably end it here. I think I'm going to put the rest of the things I wanted to say in here, the other news articles to back up my claims, but I've got my tomato alley here. Tomatoes this side, tomatoes that side, brand new tomatoes over there ready to go in. I've got babies in the greenhouse ready to go in. My missus has produced or seeded more tomatoes than I know what to do with, and then we had seeds that didn't come up until after we planted other seeds, so I'm possibly going to create another row of seeds, another row for tomatoes and capsicum along here. Yeah, I don't know what to say, you know. Here's some more. Grow your own shit and get it from reputable people. We've done a garden makeover, and these are beans that have just popped up randomly. They've just popped up randomly. Now I'll turn around because if you go back through our older videos, you'll see the bean fences we had here, and we pulled that down. So now we've put these fences up here, and we've got beans coming up. And we put up beans here, and Barry's got his 7-year lazy beans and his flat beans, and look at them. Look at all the seedlings coming up, and that's all from seed, and it's all from local seed and saved seed. Well, Barry's is actually all from saved seed, I can say that 100%. So a little bit frustrated. Like I said, our garden's doing a makeover. It's having a changeover. Tomatoes. There's going to be another row of tomatoes that I'm going to do. We're not going to be affected by some sort of imaginary virus, whatever it is they're going to come up with. It just seems to be one hit after another. And yeah, I don't know. This is probably more out of frustration than anything, but I'm going to post this video straight away. We're looking at, what are we, 21st of October, and it's just absolutely annoying to think that something else is being hit upon us. So until the next video, love yous all, and we'll catch you then. See you all.